The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities. But right now, calm outside. And, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Minnesota Vikings.
Let's go, baby.
Why does nigga keep throwing the ball to clumped up ass section like that? This all Madden, these niggas.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of
I can't make a running back stunt because they got Derrick Henry on the team.
Pays off for
I ain't gonna get the ball over him.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46.
Did I already said we gotta go to the same team.
From the gun, it's Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big target.
10? These niggas trash.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
The Titans 2-10 right now.
Brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a
God damn.
I think doubling him has to be
I knew I should have went with the fucking, they got Christian McCaffrey.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of four.
Hey, my stream is up. Go ahead and watch it.
Part of zone defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Prescott to throw it. He'll find his receiver. That's Chad Beebe. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
This guy was just in here. What the fuck?
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Got a man. It's Brown. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Draw play, Madison. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Prescott now.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Prescott to throw on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Saints will have the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Hey, nigga, don't come in my top lane, baby.
Hold on, look. Spicy to do.
Rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. We're scoreless after 1. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. A little bit of tough catch, though, falls incomplete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. Prescott on 1st down. The throw complete.
Oh, yeah. And I'm kicking punt return. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
30. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
Fuck it with that.
Here's Madison running on 1st down.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be that easy next time, Wayne.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Fuck, I have to see you next year, though. These niggas.
And Romoff has it, the tight end.
Oh. That's hard.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Prescott. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Olabisi Johnson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
On the delay, this is Murray. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
No, 66. Mike, 55. Check, 55.
To throw on 3rd down, Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This is fielded at the 27. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. John Brown. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check 31, check 31. Hey, goal 66. Mike 55.
Now Brady. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ben Gideon gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Brady. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
Why would you? Oh, this nigga.
Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Corner blitz and a sack by Patrick Robinson. So after the
nigga about to get that ball. He about to go off, nigga, off of that ball. Some free coupons here,
throw caught left side.
That's how you get him.
And he takes it
$1 for your next visit, sir.
It's a big one there for the Vikings. 55 yards.
He know it by name.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. They'll run with Madison. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Oh.
Don't forget that part.
From the 24, Prescott He's got his man on the crossing route. He'll run it with Madison. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases.
And I got to drive out there.
On second and inches, Prescott. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Oh, these niggas, yeah.
I might go to Walmart real quick, y'all. I'll be back.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're
Give me another
even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
Man, my shit fucking
Now, as you
out.
mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to
I
get
ain't
back
the
to
button jam,
my
Mr.
dude was not coming
Analog,
down.
brother. You know that's a no-go.
try and get back to where you were to
Yeah,
start the
brother.
half.
Nigga deal with certain buttons, but boy, that analog stick on the tripping though. You got a good partner.
Now Brady.
What I gotta do?
He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not
Heard.
before getting this
I already know. I'm
inside
on
the
G.
30.
Bring it back. Tell them it ain't working.
So now the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
It's about the black one on the back.
Throw. And this will be incomplete.
Yeah, the
Physical
silver,
play on the
silver.
football there, and it's second down.
I got a red controller. Yeah, it's silver.
And they've been trying
It's
to
a
get
little silver
the ball
type
to him,
color.
but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone.
Oh,
in
man,
throwing
I'll
to
be
the
back.
tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Throwing again on second and 10.
Right, nigga.
Brady. And this one complete to Smith. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Make sure my shit don't look a little warm.
In need of
Yeah.
a conversion on
I was with you,
third
bitch.
down. They had the big play
Oh,
to
yeah, I
start
could
the
just get
drive,
my
not
shit a little
much
wifey
sense.
down.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the
We're
football.
winning that wing.
The Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take
Coming for the
over
ride.
at the 30-yard line.
Partner, I
Coming
don't
for the
care
ride.
how long he plays. Anytime there's a fumble involving Tom Brady,
You think the Raiders are
Man, them
involved?
niggas still.
you think the Raiders are involved, you think it's snowing, and immediately you hear the words, tuck rule. And now the tuck rule doesn't exist anymore, but that always comes back up with Tom Brady, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. Even here, even now.
Everybody gonna know to stop paying
That
when
nigga
you
think
do
about
this.
calling the news, nigga. Fuck.
So
For real, that's what you gotta do with the apartment, son. I guarantee you. Then you ain't the only one to doing that shit, so boy, everybody find that shit out, boy. They miss out rent on a whole month.
Damn, how close that bitch is.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
What?
Man, this nigga, I wouldn't even, son, I would've just been
That
putting
nigga went to
holes.
his kitchen.
And this one hauled in.
Right.
Rudolph.
Son,
That
I would've
nigga went
just
to
been
his
putting holes,
kitchen,
son.
bro. Stop.
Getting this inside the 25. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24.
He bullshit.
Prescott now.
Say something, my dude ain't even get out the car, he drove in that bitch.
It's 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to
Drove
hold
the
on
car
that one.
through the
It's
front
2nd
window.
down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Oh,
He ain't in those walls.
make that
That
fucking
nigga said
catch.
the Portland.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact
told
No
you.
call, and it's third down. So back-to-back incomplete.
Oh, shit.
Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to...
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Now on fourth down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Brady. He finds Latavius Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletic.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. To try again after the sack. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Given 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy. And can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lux with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw a football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
A first down throw for Prescott. Powerful running. And that's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
To throw again on second down. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. Prescott to throw it. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Wait, what the fuck? Why they got this shit on Sim, son? I won't play my position. What the fuck?
Here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Throwing. Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone leading the surge.
No, I'm on
there
offense now. That's what's my shit.
6. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And intercepted.
Oh, okay.
Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Through an opening, and there he goes. And they will finally get him, but
I'm
not
playing
until
with
he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Hey, say,
Just as they thought they were going to add to their lead, the rug gets pulled from right underneath them on that pick. And now after that big return, might be the other sideline grabbing the lead.
Yeah, very well could be. This is where you count on your defense to go out and make, I'm not going to call it a miraculous stop, but make it very difficult for them to get the ball in the end zone.
That throw by Brady incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. That was second down run for Murray. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
He could have threw that shit to me, son. What the fuck? I'm downfield already.
The Minnesota
Man can't
offense
stick
about
me,
ready to
son.
get this next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts. But
and now he injured. You stupid bastard.
Here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 7 at the 12-yard line.
Here comes the boom.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Going to run with Madison again.
Tannehill really
And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Another carry now for Madison. And an alley to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And you know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Trey Hendrickson in there to record another sack. And that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And what are the whistles for? Timeout.
Now, why every team I play for sad?
In a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. To throw is Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense.